Hi viewers, in this video we are going to guide you about cost, behavior and relevant range. So let's start from the relevant range. Relevant range is actually the specific limit within which per unit variable costs remain constant and fixed costs are not changeable. So in simple words, you can say that within this limit, the behavior of cost will remain same. Like later, we will discuss now the behavior of fixed cost and variable cost. So within this limit, the behavior of variable cost will remain same. You will have more understanding about this concept of relevant range just after discussing the behavior of cost. So let's start from variable cost. Students, when we say cost behavior, we are actually discussing how costs behave at different levels of production. So the first cost we are discussing, that is variable cost. Variable costs remain same on per unit basis, remain constant on per unit basis while changing in total, regardless the level of production. The best example for variable cost we can have direct material cost. Either you produce one unit, two unit, three unit, it will remain same on per unit basis while changing in total only. See here the graphical presentation for the variable cost. Here on x-axis we have activity number of units produced, and on y-axis we have cost per unit. It is giving us the straight line graph. Mean to say cost per unit remains same, variable cost per unit remain constant while it is changing in total. I'll show you the graph for the total. See, this is the graph for variable cost in total. Here we have production, here we have total cost. So total costs keep on increasing. Like when we are producing more units, direct material cost will remain same on per unit basis, but it will increase in total. So this is the behavior of variable cost. Students, here we can see the schedule for better understanding. A company requires one unit of direct materials to be used in each finished good it produces. Like here, we have number of output produced. Say if we are producing 100 units, our input cost per unit is $10. If we are producing 1000 units, our input cost is again $10, but it is keep on changing in total. It's actually increasing with the production level. Now, students, we will discuss the fixed cost. What's the behavior of fixed cost? Fixed costs in total remain unchanged in the short run, regardless the level of production. The best example for fixed costs, you can say, you are paying the factory rent, you are charging the depreciation. Students, when you charge the depreciation as per straight line method of depreciation, so then depreciation is a fixed cost. Like if you are using unit of output method, depreciation will be considered as variable cost. So it falls under fixed cost category in case you are using straight line method of depreciation. Say we are paying insurance or certain kind of taxes. So these all items can be considered as fixed costs. Fixed costs will remain same in total while changing only on per unit basis with the different level of production. So here we have fixed cost graphical presentation. So here we have activity. In total, it will remain same for a specific period of time. This one we have for fixed cost per unit graphical presentation. So as our activity level increasing, fixed cost per unit reducing. The reason of reduction, as we are increasing the production, so more units are available to absorb the total fixed cost. So as more units absorbing the total fixed cost, as a result of that, per unit fixed cost reducing. Here also we can see in the graph, in the schedule, See, when we are producing 100 units, our total fixed cost is 1 million and per unit is 10,000. But when we are producing 5,000 in total, it remains same, but per unit automatically reduce because now 5,000 units absorbing total 1 million. Same will reduce to $100 because here 10,000 units absorbing the cost of 1 million. Next concept, students, we have related to semi-variable, mix or semi-variable cost. Mix or semi-variable cost has combination of both fixed and variable elements. So different examples you can take, like usually the rents we have, property rents, we have fixed plus percentage of revenue. So this can be our semi-variable cost where both elements are included. Such kind of cost which is having both fixed and variable elements we consider as mixed or semi-variable cost. So certain rent-a-car companies also have the same rent formula like fixed rent plus some amount per kilometer. So in that case, uh, car of the rent become semi-variable cost. So we can see in the graph as well here we have activity. This is fixed and after that one variable. Students, what's our task? By using high and low point method, we have to find out of total mixed cost, how much is the variable portion and how much is the fixed portion. Say the total mixed cost we have 2000. Out of that, I want to know that how much is the variable cost and how much is the fixed cost. That is our task to learn by using high and low point method. So by using high and low point method, we will be able to calculate variable cost per unit or per hour. So that particular variable cost I'll further use to calculate the total variable cost, and I'll be able to segregate the semi-variable cost into variable cost and fixed cost portion. So this is the formula we have for high and low point method. Variable portion of mixed cost using high and low method. Cost at highest activity level minus cost at lowest activity level dividing by driver at highest activity level minus driver at lowest activity level. So let's go through the data to apply this formula. Here we have this example. We have activity level in machine hours and we have maintenance cost. Students, we will apply the formula cost at highest activity level minus cost at lowest activity level dividing by driver at highest activity level minus driver at lowest activity level. So if we can see the highest cost, we have 3,400. We put it here. The lowest cost we have for the month of July, we replace it here, dividing by the drivers. So my driver 1,600 and July driver 800. So the time we solved this one, we got $1.875 per machine hour. Students, one important point you have to keep in mind, this is the variable portion. When you solve it through high and low point method, you just got the variable portion. In short, you got the variable cost per machine hour. See, when you have something for 1 hour, you can easily calculate it for any number of hours. Students, how to get the total variable cost is equal to per hour variable cost into total hours. So by using this formula, I can calculate the total variable cost for any number of hours. See, I want to calculate for 1000 hours. So 1000 into per hour variable cost, which we just calculated here, 1.875. So like that we got 1875. So this is our total variable cost. So what was our initial target? Say this is the semi variable cost. We want to know that how much is the variable cost and how much is the fixed cost. So you notice that by using high and low point method, we first calculated for 1 hour, then we calculated for total hours. So we know that for 1000 number of hours, total variable cost, we have how much? 1875. So we already found the breakup of this 2275. Out of 2275, 1875 is our variable cost, and remaining amount we have fixed cost, that is 400. All right, students, so this is the way to find out the portion of variable cost and fixed cost from the overall mixed cost or semi variable cost. We'll do it for one more level and we'll show you one more thing. See, we already have variable rate for 1 hour. So let me decide this time another level. Say we want to know that for the activity level of 1200, say total mix cost we have 2650. Out of that, how much is the variable cost and how much is the fixed cost? That one I want to know. So what I will do, students, I already have variable rate for 1 hour. So by using this 1 hour rate, I can easily calculate total variable cost, say for 1002 hours level. So 1200 multiplied by 1.875. Students, you will get the answer 2250. So 2250 is your variable cost out of this 2650, and remaining we have 400. So like that we found one more time the breakup of mixed cost, like out of total 2650, how much is the variable cost and how much is the fixed cost. You notice that when we calculated it for the level of 1000, so at that time also we found fixed cost same. So from here you can confirm one more time, within the relevant range of activity, even if the activity level change, fixed cost will remain same while only variable cost is changing. Students, this segregation actually can help us to control the cost, because variable cost is the controllable cost. Fixed cost anyhow is the committed cost we already have. Total fixed cost same, we cannot change it for a specific period of time, but we have the option to control the variable cost. So the segregation of semi-variable cost into variable cost and fixed cost help us to control the overall cost. So now I can explain you one more time the concept of relevant range. Let us discuss the concept of relevant range one more time. See, I explained you the behavior of variable cost and fixed cost. I said that variable cost will remain same on per unit basis, but it will not remain same forever. It will remain same within specific limits. And those limits, that particular limit, we actually define as relevant range. That limit, students, usually we define in terms of capacity or in time frame. See, with the right now, say your material cost is $10, but with the passage of time, maybe it can change. It can be cheaper or it can be expensive. So when I say variable cost will remain same on per unit basis, it doesn't mean that it will remain same forever. It will remain same only till specific limit. This limit we also define in terms of capacity. Say right now you are producing only 5,000 units. Say in future your organization grow and you started to produce 15,000 units. So in this case, what will happen? You will be able to buy the same material at less price. So your increase in capacity can also cross this limit. So each organization will have its own relevant range, which they can decide as per the operations, as per the efficiency levels, as per the current manufacturing plant. In the same way, for fixed costs, I told you fixed costs will remain same in total, but it doesn't mean that it will remain same in total forever. It will remain same in total only till this specific limit we call relevant range. Say currently your organization producing 10,000 units. In future you want to produce 15,000 units. So in order to produce 15,000 units, you need more equipment, you need more space, you need more staff. So this will definitely add to your fixed cost. So like that, fixed cost will shift to the next level. So the limit or the point after that fixed cost shift to the next level, that is actually the relevant range. That particular limit is the relevant range. After that, the behavior of fixed cost and variable cost will not remain same. All right, students. So in this topic, we just discussed the theoretical concepts related to relevant range, variable cost, fixed cost, and semi-variable cost. In next video, we will upload some practice questions. Thank you very much.